sklearn, utils, sparsefinx, inplace swapRow. Description: the inplace swapRow function swaps two rows of a sparse matrix in place. This function is efficient and avoids unnecessary data copying. It's particularly useful for manipulating sparse matrices without compromising performance. Inputs: X, a sparse matrix represented in CSR format. This is the input matrix that needs to be modified. I, an integer representing the index of the first row to be swapped. J, an integer representing the index of the second row to be swapped. Outputs: X, the input sparse matrix with the specified rows swapped in place. No separate output is returned. Steps: the function directly manipulates the internal data structures of the CSR matrix to swap the rows. Efficiently, it performs the swap by modifying the indices, data, and INDPTR arrays of the CSR matrix. Metrics: time complexity. The time complexity is 1, where n is the number of non-zero elements in the two rows being swapped. This makes it efficient for sparse matrices with a low density of non-zero values. Space complexity. The space complexity is O1, as the function operates in place and doesn't require any additional memory for the swap operation. Visualization plots: scatter plot. Visualizing the data points in the rows before and after the swap can help understand the transformation. Heat map. A heat map representation of the sparse matrix before and after the swap can provide a visual understanding of the row changes. Fine-tune parameters. NA, there are no parameters to fine-tune in this function. Uncertainty methods. NA, there are no inherent uncertainties in this function as it performs a deterministic swap operation. Challenges and fixes. Challenge 1: attempting to swap rows with indices beyond the matrix dimensions. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 1. Trying to swap rows with indices greater than or equal to the number of rows in the matrix. Fixes to challenge 1. Validate the input indices I and j to ensure they are within the valid range of row indices 0 to number of rows 1 before performing the swap. Raise an index error if the indices are invalid. Challenge 2: handling invalid input types for the matrix or indices. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 2. Passing a dense matrix instead of a sparse CSR matrix. Or providing indices that are not integers. Fixes to challenge 2. Check the type of the input matrix X to ensure it's a CSR matrix using isinstancex. SCPI, sparse, CSR matrix. Validate the data type of the input indices I and j to ensure they are integers. If they are not, raise a type error.